Flowers and Flowers, Reversing the Life of Essence. Chapter 1. The aroma of cake accidentally crossed. The morning sun slanted into the tiny cake shop of Sweet Blossom Square, and the air was filled with the smell of vanilla and whipped cream. The white and delicate fingers deftly outline the delicate rose petals on the freshly baked cream cake, which is Chu Suer's best decorating technique. She has a face as soft as a white rabbit and a gentle smile, and the regulars of the shop say that she looks like an empathetic little fairy. Chu Xier has been running this small shop for 3 years, and since she decided to leave the hustle and bustle of the city and return to her hometown to open a shop, life has been quiet and beautiful. However, fate seems unwilling to let her live such a dull life. That day, Chu Xier was making a new flavor of strawberry mousse cake, when she suddenly became dizzy, and a strong light spilled in from the window, as if an invisible force pulled her. The next second, she found herself lying in a strange room, and what was reflected in the mirror was another face, beautiful and a little arrogant. That was the fine female match that everyone in the village talked about. Hualingzi. Chu Suer was shocked to find that she had traveled into a period novel, and had become the flower Lingzi who was spurned by everyone. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 2. The Shackles of Fate is a good actress. Hualingzi is the village flower of the next village, which is stunningly beautiful but arrogant and capricious. Her parents painstakingly arranged a marriage for her, a promising military officer, Li Chen's. However, Hualingzi was never satisfied with the status quo, and always deliberately created conflicts on the wedding day, quarreled with Li Chen's, and even made trouble unreasonably. Li Chen's finally couldn't bear it anymore, abandoned her that day, and instead married her little sister Tidbits, that is the body where Chu Suer is now. Chu Suer opened the plot of the original novel in her mind and was shocked to find that she had become a key figure in the whole tragedy. She must rewrite her fate in this strange body and not let herself become an abandoned tragic female partner. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 3. Watching from the Sidelines, Making a Plan. Chu Suer used the information in the original book to begin to adjust Hualingzi's words and deeds. She deliberately pretended to be gentle and harmless in the village, but she was secretly planning to change the situation of the family. She knew very well that Li Chen's was not the kind of person who was not close to people, but she was angered by Hualingzi's arrogance. She began to use her own decorating skills to secretly make exquisite cakes for important people in the village, especially Li Chen's military camp, and slowly established her reputation and goodwill. The cake became her secret weapon, and the sweet taste left a soft impression in the hearts of the officers. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 4. The situation is reversed, and the sisterhood is deep. Chu Xier knew that if she wanted to completely reverse the situation, she had to draw a line with the true identity of the little sister Hualingzi. She decided to swap her identity with Hualingzi, of course, ostensibly to fulfill her parents' arrangement, but secretly she wanted to get herself out of the shadows. However, this exchange was not an easy one. Hualingzi is still arrogant and unchanging, causing waves from time to time, causing rumors in the village. With her usual gentleness and patience, Chu Suer tried to change the flower spirit, and finally at a village celebration, the two sisters worked together, allowing everyone to see two completely different of them. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 5. The Secret and Truth of the Officer. Li Chen's was gradually attracted by Chu Suer's gentleness and wisdom, and he found that this flower Lingzi was not at all like the original fine female partner, but had a reassuring power. During a crisis in the barracks, Chu Suer helped Li Chen's pass on important information regardless of the danger, and the relationship between the two quietly sprouted. Li Seungtaik begins to recall the tragic ending in the original novel, and he decides not to repeat the mistakes of the past and give the girl a real happiness. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 6. Hidden Conspiracies and Choices. Just when everything seemed to be going well, a conspiracy suddenly broke out in the village. Someone tried to use Hualingzi's identity to grab the family's property. Chu Xier was shocked to realize that this was the biggest test she had to face. She used her wisdom and mounting skills to weave an invisible net, and cooperated with Li Seungtaik to expose the true colors of the conspirators and protect the peace of the family and village. This crisis also made Chu Suer understand that she can no longer just passively accept fate, but must take the initiative to control the direction of her life. underscore 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 un. Chapter 7, The Beginning of a New Life. After the conspiracy was dissolved, the relationship between Chu Su'er and Li Chins became deeper and deeper. The people in the village gradually recognized her, and no longer regarded her as a good match, but as a gentle, tenacious, and wise woman. Chu Su'er opened a second cake shop in the village, using the art of decorating to convey happiness. She and Li Seung-taik worked together to face the challenges of the future. Chapter 8, The Secret Ally Under the Piping. Since Chu Su'er showed extraordinary decorating skills, there has gradually been a new atmosphere in the village. People no longer only pay attention to the appearance of the flower, but are attracted by the softness and tenacity of her heart. On this day, a mysterious middle-aged man walked into the sweet rhyme workshop. His name is Qin Yanhui. He used to be the master of a well-known pastry shop in the city, and then lived in seclusion in the village for some reason. Qin Yanhui was shocked by Chu Su'er's skills, and offered to teach her more pastry skills, and was willing to help her make the store bigger. The two competed with each other in the kitchen, and the aroma of the cake became a bridge for them to communicate. This master-apprentice relationship soon became an important support for Chu Su'er to reverse her fate, and it also invisibly taught her more courage to face difficulties. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 9, The Friction of Complex Emotions. The relationship between Li Chins and Chu Su'er gradually warmed up, but gossip in the village began to emerge. Some people are dissatisfied that Li Chins gave up the rights he should have enjoyed, thinking that his marriage to Hua Lingzi would only bring disaster. Chu Su'er knew that these rumors affected not only her, but also Li Chins' military career. She decided to use her gentle but firm attitude to face the doubts of the villagers with Li Chins. During this time, Chu Xier was not only busy running a cake shop, but also taking into account the etiquette and socialization of the military camp. Li Chins has become the strongest backing by her side, and they have become each other's most solid support. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 10, The Shadow of Forgotten Childhood. One day, while flipping through Hua Lingzi's old diary, Chu Su'er accidentally discovered a secret that she had neglected when she was a child. It turned out that Hua Lingzi was overly spoiled at home since she was a child, and her parents only paid attention to her appearance and marriage, ignoring her inner needs. The accumulation of these neglected emotions has become the root of Hua Lingzi's adult behavior. Chu Su'er understands that if you want to truly change, you must not only change your behavior, but also heal the wounds in your heart. So, she found Hua Lingzi, and the two began to communicate sincerely, gradually resolving each other's mustard. Chu Su'er is willing to use her gentleness to help the former owner of this body find her true self. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 11, The Grand Wedding in the Village. After months of hard work, Li Chins and Chu Su'er finally ushered in the grandest wedding in the village. The wedding was not only a union between the two, but also a symbol of harmony between the two families and the entire village. Chu Su'er designed a huge decorated cake with the scenery of the village and the white dove symbolizing peace. The wedding scene was full of laughter and blessings, and the misunderstandings of the past gradually faded away. This wedding has become a new starting point in Chu Su'er's life. She is no longer the abandoned female partner, but the pride of the whole village. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 12, New Challenges in the Light of the Future. After getting married, Chu Su'er and Li Chins ran their home together, and the business of the cake shop was getting better and better, and she and Qin Yanhui cooperated to expand Tianyunfang into a well-known brand in the neighboring village. But life is not always easy, and new challenges await them, a serious exodus of young people from the villages, changes to the military camps, and even urban businesses trying to buy up the village's land. Chu Su'er knows that only by continuing to face it with wisdom and perseverance can she protect the land and family she loves. She gently held Li Chins' hand, her eyes full of determination and hope. No matter what the future holds, let's go on together. Chapter 13, The Strange Visitor to the Return of the City. One day, the doorbell of Tianyunfang rang, and a young man in an elegant suit walked in. His name was Qin Xian, and he was Qin Yanhui's nephew. Qin Xian has his own dessert brand in the city, and this time he specially came to the village to investigate, wanting to find a combination of tradition and innovation. He was full of praise for Chu Su'er's decorating technology and proposed to cooperate in launching a joint dessert. Chu Su'er saw that although he was cold on the outside, he was full of enthusiasm in his heart, and the two soon became partners. However, Qin Xian's attention to Chu Su'er is far more than work, he seems to be hiding a secret, and this secret may affect the future of the entire village. Chapter 14, The Lost Family Secret. When Chu Su'er was sorting out Hua Ling's old belongings, she accidentally found an unsent letter, which revealed that the Hua family actually had a long-lost ancestral property, which could change the fate of the entire village. She decided to pursue the truth with legions, and the two went deep into the memories of the elders in the village and the village files, only to find that someone had been secretly obstructing the investigation. At this moment, Qin Xian also joined the search for ancestral property, and the three of them formed a secret team, and there began to be subtle trust and friction between them. Chapter 15, The Conspiracy Emerges and the Test of People's Hearts. During the investigation, Chu Su'er discovered that some forces in the village were trying to use this ancestral property for large-scale development, threatening the livelihood and homes of the villagers. She and legions worked hard to mobilize the villagers to unite and use their connections and the influence of the dessert shop to get more people to pay attention to the matter. Qin Xian secretly collected evidence and planned to expose the conspirators. But at this time, Hua Ling's identity was deliberately provoked by some people, making her fall into the target of public criticism, and the label of being a good actress in the past was once again pulled out and attacked. Chapter 16, Unexpected Betrayal and True Feelings Revealed. Just when the situation was tense, Qin Xian was unexpectedly discovered that he had been in contact with the conspirators. This shocked Chu Su'er and legions, and even suspected him of being a double agent for a while. Qin Xian painfully explained that he was forced by his family to secretly contact the conspirators in order to find an opportunity to debunk them. His real goal is to help the village keep its land. Chu Su'er chose to believe him, and the three of them joined hands again, determined not to let the conspiracy succeed. Chapter 17, The Wedding Variation of the Critical Order. The traditional wedding in the village, which was supposed to be a celebration and blessing, became the final battleground. The conspirators attempted to use the wedding scene to publicly announce the sale of village property in an attempt to cause a riot. Chu Su'er immediately made a decision and sent the decorated cake she carefully prepared as a gift symbolizing peace to each guest. The delicate petals on the cake symbolize the unity of the villagers. In the sweetness of the cake, the emotions slowly subside, and the villagers reunite their strength to fight back against the plotters' plan. Chapter 18, The Reversal of Fate and the Continuation of Happiness. After a series of battles of wits and courage, the conspirators were exposed and brought to justice. The village has been able to preserve its ancestral heritage and protect everyone's livelihood. The relationship between Chu Su'er and legions became more and more stable, and the two finally completed the wedding with the blessing of everyone, and truly became an indispensable support in each other's lives. Qin Xian decided to stay in the village and work with Chu Su'er to carry forward the sweet rhyme workshop, and also make the dessert culture of the village shine. Epilogue. The flowers are still blooming, and the sweet rhyme is eternal. The setting sun reflected every corner of the village, and Chu Su'er stood on the terrace on the second floor of the newly opened Tianyun Fang, holding a cup of hot tea in her hand, her eyes gentle and firm. All of this, starting from an accidental crossing, going through pain and struggle, experiencing betrayal and trust, she finally wrote a new story with her own strength. The cakes of sweet charm are still sweet, and her heart is as delicate and beautiful as the delicate piping. No matter how far the road ahead, I am willing to walk with my heart. Chu Su'er muttered softly to herself.